Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Graham Gano set to... It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
First down throw for Cousins. That's complete into the hands of Myers. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
4 yards to go.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
26.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Come on now. Let's do it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tigers 7. Vikings nothing.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Graham Gano on for the extra.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Third and long for Cousins. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Graham Gano on
Shows. Some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
6 yards. And it's 3 and out.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Tigers 21.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over. First down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. On the run, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Anthony Barr brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 24-yard line.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it 1 play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
56,
Cousins now. Open man is Myers. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Is good.
And it's up and good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Finding room to the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Vikings 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Myers.
Cousins.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Jabril Peppers. Cousins pass.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter in the QB. Is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show? Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
First down, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Mike Hughes, and they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Number 13. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for number 13, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move.